Welcome back. Please join us in welcoming major champion Patty Tavatanakit. Patty,
Thank
this is your
you.
first time at a major, being a major winner. What does that feel like?
Uh, I mean, it feels pretty normal. I just treat it as like another event, but I guess it is like, living the dream, I guess, being a major champion playing in my fifth U.S. Open. It's pretty special.
You've been a low amateur at this event. What does the U.S. Open mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, it's always the tournament I'm looking forward to every single year. It's a USGA event. They always treat us like a queen, and it's always fun to come here. Way back since U.S. Junior Girls and U.S. Amateur and all that. I'm just really excited to be here at this really, really great course.
Yeah, Olympic Club is a historic venue. What's your thoughts so far on the course?
It's playing tough. You gotta execute a lot of shots and just be prepared that it's gonna be tough out there mentally and physically with the roughs and the weather. It's gonna be challenging. I'm up for it.
Bethann?
Yeah, how would you characterize the rough and how it's changed from yesterday to today and what you're able to hit out of it?
Well, when I'm in the rough, first thing I try to do is, what shot am I going to hit and how far I can get it down there. If I have a more lofted club, let's say I have a 9-iron, I open the face a little bit more. Out of the rough, you're not going to have a lot of spin, so you can try to hit to the front and hopefully it rolls up to the pin or on the green. And, the first goal you're trying to do is hit as many greens as you can out here. I think that's going to be really important and would separate the fields a lot. It's a little tough to get up and down, especially with the roughs being like this. It's still a bit of a guess every single time you're in there, but you got to work your way around it.
Do you feel like your length is an advantage here?
A little bit, yeah. I feel like the course are setting up, wide and manageable. There's a little bit of forgiveness to it. I feel like, it's not too hard or like it's just trying to penalize you. I think the course sets up pretty fair with how tough it is and how, I don't think personally this course is long, but if it's going to be long, like you can't really leave the roughs this long. I feel like it's playing really fair.
Patty, kind of playing off of that a little bit, there's always been this adage that a USGA setup is not a bomber's paradise. Well, Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods did pretty well. What is it about this kind of setup that would play into your game?
Hitting different shots. I feel like we're just out there and, you're not only going to hit a straight one or just the same flight every day, all day. For me, what would benefit my game the most is, using all the tools I have as a player, as in, hitting low, a cut into it, a little, like with the wind, a little help, just be creative playing around these courses. And I mean, I've played a lot of tough ones and this is something different. So, you obviously got to be sharp, think through your shots and, try to execute no matter which shot you're picking to hit.
We're going to take one from the WebEx. Now that you're a major champion, have you reset your goals for the rest of the season? And if so, what are they?
Yeah, I have reset my goals a little bit, just still focusing on my process on the course. And it's a mental ride for sure. You got to be tough, each week. There are going to be weeks where you're not feeling yourself, you're not feeling it, but still you got to, grind your way through. If anything, I like to climb up that world ranking a little bit more, as far up as I can. I'm not particular on, trying to get to world number one this year because I know it's going to take a while and I got to be patient with the process.
Todd?
Patty, have you decided how many drivers you're going to use on holes this week? What does it look like for you driver-wise?
Back nines are pretty wide open. I feel like a lot of back nines holes I can, use drivers, but obviously some of the holes you want to be on the fattest part of the fairway. And a couple holes I hit, I think on 18 I'm hitting hybrid off the tee just because I think 3 wood's a little too far in. So
you said that you felt like there's some room out there. Have you been pretty adept at hitting fairways so far in practice?
Yeah, I actually hit it really, really good today. Just seeing a lot of good shots just makes me feel a little better about going into this week.
One more. What do you think of the 16th hole, the big horseshoe par 5? What's that
16.
hole like for you? How do you plan on playing that?
It's a 3-shot. Is that the one before the second? Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Just a 3-shot hole. You know, I feel like gotta treat it like another long par 5, and I really appreciate them doing that. Just because you know, it's if anything's making tougher, you gotta make sure to hit fairways on your second shot and try to have a good look of going into the green. Because I feel like if you miss the fairway on the second shot, it's gonna be a little tough to get around the green and get up and down.
So it's kind of a point to point to point.
Yes,
hole,
basically,
isn't
just
it?
taking it shot by shot and do the best you can each shot.
Last two, Beth Ann, then Steve.
Patty, you said it's been a mental ride. What's been the toughest part of your rising stardom?
Just managing my time. I feel like I struggle a little bit, in LA, which is how much attention I'm receiving from a lot of people, and I wasn't really used to that. If anything, like I just like when people don't recognize me as much or just like kind of leave me alone. But I struggle a little bit, but I learned how to, kind of like be there but not be there with a lot of attentions I got. So I'm still learning and I'm still adjusting to, this whole thing. But still, it's an honor to, getting everyone's attention and to be a major champion.
And still playing off of that, we're not yet, I've asked you this several times, we're not quite 100 days in. How's your life changed?
Not much. I feel like, I have a really good support group at home. And every time I go home, I don't feel like I did something that changed my life. Everyone treated me the same, which is exactly what I wanted. And if anything, I'm so grateful for that. And, it just goes to show that no matter what you do, if that person and people around you loves you for who you really are, and that's just really important to have in your life.
Thank you. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.